The morning sun slips through the curtains. A soft golden light rests on the wooden floor. Mrs. Land sits quietly by the window, a cup of tea in her hands. The steam rises slowly, curling into the cool air. Her shoulders feel heavy, tight from the years gone by. She lifts her gaze and watches the trees sway gently outside. A small bird lands on the windowsill, chirping a cheerful tune. Mrs. Land smiles, feeling a faint warmth in her chest. She remembers her students, her chalk-stained hands, her long days at the desk. So much time spent caring for others, so little left for herself. Today, something feels different. Today, she wants to move again, gently, slowly. She places her cup down, the sound soft against the table. Her breath deepens, calm and steady. She rolls her shoulders once, feeling the quiet creak of age. But this time there's no frustration, only curiosity. She listens to her body's whisper, asking for kindness. Outside, the sunlight grows brighter. Inside, Mrs. Land begins her small journey toward ease. A slow shoulder stretch, and the promise of a lighter day ahead. The morning unfolds in quiet calm. Mrs. Land sits near the window, watching the soft light paint her living room. Her cat stretches lazily by her feet, a small reminder of stillness. She feels a gentle stiffness in her shoulders, the kind that never truly leaves. It's the weight of years spent teaching, writing, caring, living. Her back remembers every hour bent over lesson plans and notebooks. Now in her retirement, she seeks something softer. Not the rush of youth, but the rhythm of peace. She sips her tea slowly, letting the warmth travel down her chest. Outside, the world hums awake, motorbikes, laughter, the call of the street vendor. But inside, everything is still. Her breath moves like a wave, slow and patient. She feels the rise and fall of her chest, the air brushing gently through her nose. She whispers to herself, "It's time." No grand decision, just a quiet choice to move with intention. Her body has served her well, even with its small aches and softened strength. Now she wants to give it something back, a little care, a little kindness. She straightens her spine against the chair, feeling the gentle pull. Her head lifts slightly, like a flower turning toward the sun. Her shoulders relax, falling away from her ears. The stiffness hums beneath her skin, but she doesn't fight it. She just breathes. Every inhale is a welcome. Every exhale a release. She remembers her younger days, rushing through mornings without pause. There was always something urgent, always somewhere to be. But this moment belongs to her alone. No noise, no hurry, no clock ticking loud in her head. She rolls her shoulders forward once, slowly. They creak, whispering old stories of effort and endurance. Then she rolls them back, tracing a soft circle in the air. The motion feels strange at first, stiff but freeing. Her breath follows the movement, like a dance between air and muscle. In her mind, she pictures her joints as hinges being oiled, loosened by care. Each circle feels a little easier, a little more natural. She pauses and rests her hands on her lap. Her fingers tremble slightly, but not from weakness, from awakening. She realizes how long it's been since she truly listened to her body. All those years, she had taught others patience and focus. Now she learns to teach herself. Her cat meows softly, brushing against her leg as if to cheer her on. She smiles. Even the smallest audience can make a moment brighter. Outside, a breeze drifts in, carrying the scent of jasmine. It fills the room with a sweetness that feels like memory. She closes her eyes and lets it wrap around her. Each breath feels fuller now, lighter somehow. The tightness in her shoulders begins to fade. Not gone, but softened, like the edges of morning light. She tilts her head from side to side, exploring the space of her neck. Every movement speaks in its own language, slow, honest, real. She is not chasing youth. She is honoring time. In this gentle morning, she finds something precious, stillness that heals. And with one more deep breath, she whispers again, "It's time to begin." Mrs. Land stays seated, her hands resting softly on her thighs. The room feels warmer now, touched by the quiet glow of morning. She lets her eyes drift shut, the world behind her lids turning golden. A single breath fills her chest, calm and deliberate. Then another, slower, deeper this time. She begins to notice the rhythm inside her, steady, ancient, alive. Her shoulders rise slightly as she inhales and sink when she exhales. The motion is small, almost invisible, but it feels grounding. Her mind wants to rush ahead, but she gently calls it back. "Stay here," she whispers to herself, "just breathe." There's no need to move yet. The first movement is always awareness. She listens to the hum of her body, the faint crackle of her joints, the whisper of her pulse. Each sound feels like a secret being told slowly. She notices how one shoulder feels tighter than the other, how the right side of her neck holds a dull, sleepy ache. Instead of pushing it away, she acknowledges it. "This is where I begin," she thinks softly. She breathes into the tightness, imagining the air moving through the ache. Every inhale brings in light. Every exhale lets go of the weight she's carried for years. Her fingers uncurl on her lap, relaxing without effort. Her spine feels longer now, lifted gently by each breath. She senses the quiet power of stillness, a calm strength that doesn't rush. She realizes she's not just stretching her shoulders. She's stretching her awareness, unfolding her focus one breath at a time. Her breath deepens. Her mind slows. Outside, the world continues its noise. Bikes passing, doors closing, a child laughing. But inside, her body becomes her only language. She notices her ribs expanding, her chest opening like a soft door. The tension begins to shift, almost like melting ice. The ache in her back feels softer now, less sharp, more distant. Her thoughts drift briefly to the years behind her, so full of giving. Every lesson taught, every word written, every shoulder leaned upon. Now this moment is hers to receive. She imagines light gathering behind her heart, spreading outward. It travels up through her shoulders, across her back, down her arms. A slow pulse of warmth, alive and kind. Her breath matches the rhythm, inhale, expand, exhale, release. She realizes awareness isn't stillness at all. It's movement, subtle and sacred, flowing quietly inside. Her cat shifts beside her, letting out a soft sigh. Mrs. Land smiles without opening her eyes. She feels a quiet connection, not just to her body but to everything around her. The air, the light, the hum of life all share the same gentle pace. Her shoulders sink a little deeper, her heart softens. She doesn't need to force herself to relax, she simply allows it. Awareness is a kind of grace, she thinks. It asks for nothing, it only invites. She stays in that stillness for a few more breaths, feeling whole. And when she opens her eyes again, the world seems softer, lighter, new. Mrs. Land inhales slowly, feeling the calm settle deep inside her chest. Her eyes rest on the window, where sunlight dances across the curtain. She feels ready now, ready to move with care, not haste. Her hands slide gently to her knees, grounding her. She straightens her back, feeling the length of her spine awaken. A breath in, a breath out. She rolls her shoulders forward, drawing a slow, smooth circle in the air. The movement feels heavy at first, as if her body resists the memory. But she continues, patient and kind, letting each circle guide her breath. Forward, up, back, and down. Each direction tells a story of where her body has been. The muscles beneath her skin begin to warm. The dull stiffness fades into something softer, almost pleasant. She changes direction now, rolling backward the opposite flow. Her shoulder joints creak faintly, old doors opening after years of stillness. She smiles at the sound. It means life is still moving inside her. Her breath deepens with the rhythm. Inhale as the shoulders rise. Exhale as they fall. The motion becomes like the tide, slow and full of grace. She imagines the circles drawing light around her upper body. Golden rings that loosen knots of time and tension. Each roll smooths away a tiny bit of heaviness. Her neck begins to lengthen, her collarbones open wider. The air feels easier to draw in now. Even her thoughts move more freely, drifting like clouds. She pauses, resting her hands in her lap again. Her shoulders feel warm, alive, present. It's a small change, but she can sense it. The stiffness that once ruled her mornings has softened into ease. She begins again, slower this time, savoring the movement. Every circle feels like a conversation between breath and body. Her body speaks in sensations, warmth, tingling, light pressure. And she listens with patience, without judgment. In this quiet exchange, she rediscovers trust. The trust that her body knows what healing feels like. She closes her eyes for a moment, breathing into the rhythm. The movement continues, gentle and circular. Like the turning of time, smooth and endless. Each rotation reminds her that small effort creates lasting change. Her arms feel lighter, her posture taller. Even her face relaxes, softening at the corners of her mouth. She realizes how something so simple can awaken so much. No need for pain, no need for struggle, just steady care. She stops moving and lets her shoulders rest naturally. They settle lower than before, no longer drawn tight toward her neck. A sigh escapes her lips, half relief, half gratitude. Her cat watches from the rug, tail flicking in slow approval. She laughs softly, the sound bright in the quiet room. Then she stretches her fingers, feeling the warmth spread through her arms. Every part of her feels connected again. Her body hums gently with energy, light and calm. Mrs. Land looks toward the window once more. The sunlight has shifted, painting gold across her floor. She feels lighter than she did when the morning began. Not younger, not faster, just freer, as if her breath had finally found its rhythm. Mrs. Land takes another deep breath, her body warm and awake now. The gentle circles have loosened her shoulders, and her chest feels open. She looks down at her hands, the small wrinkles soft under the morning light. They have held so much in life, books, chalk, letters, and love. Now they will help her find ease once more. She slowly brings her hands behind her back, fingers reaching for each other. The movement feels uncertain at first, stiff but familiar. Then her palms touch, and she interlaces her fingers gently. Her shoulders draw back slightly, pulling her chest forward with grace. The stretch spreads across her chest like sunlight through clouds. It is not pain she feels, just the quiet awakening of long-resting muscles. Her breath deepens again, guiding the motion. She inhales slowly, lifting her chin slightly toward the sky. Her heart seems to expand, making space for something tender. She exhales softly, releasing what she no longer needs to hold. In this moment she feels her posture shift, tall yet effortless. Her spine straightens, as if remembering its natural rhythm. The air moves freely now, flowing through her like a calm river. She holds the position for a few slow breaths, savoring the feeling. Her shoulder blades meet at her back, pressing gently together. It feels like an embrace from within, strong but kind. She notices how her chest rises proudly, how her heart feels lighter. The years of hunching and bending seem to fade for a moment. Her breath moves through her ribs like wind through open doors. Each inhale a promise, each exhale a release. She stays still, eyes half closed, her mind quiet and calm. Her body speaks clearly now. Move slow, breathe deep, stay gentle. When her arms begin to tire, she slowly lets go. Her fingers separate, her shoulders fall forward softly. The warmth remains, wrapping her upper back like a gentle shawl. She takes a moment to feel the change. There's space now, real space where tension used to live. She touches her chest, feeling the steady beat beneath her palm. That rhythm feels steady, peaceful, alive. She smiles, realizing she has missed this connection. Not just with her body, but with her inner stillness. The act of pulling her shoulders back had opened something deeper. Not only her posture, but her heart itself. She rolls her shoulders once more, letting them rest naturally. They no longer feel burdened by weight or memory. The simple motion has become a quiet celebration. She whispers, almost laughing, "It feels good to stand tall again." Outside, the sound of wind passes through the open window. It brushes against her cheeks like a soft reminder of freedom. Her cat stretches, mirroring her movements, tail curling lazily. Mrs. Land chuckles, feeling the warmth of shared rhythm. She breathes once more, slowly, deeply, completely. The air fills her, steady and light like gratitude in motion. And as she exhales, she feels something shift, a calm strength returning home. Her shoulders rest open, her heart lifted, her spirit quiet. She has found a small truth in a single stretch. Peace can begin with one breath. Mrs. Land rises slowly from her chair, her feet steady on the cool floor. The morning light follows her as she walks toward the wall. Her movements are calm now, guided by quiet confidence. She places both palms against the wall, fingers spread like soft wings. The surface feels smooth and cool beneath her hands. She takes a small step back, feeling the stretch through her arms. Her spine straightens naturally, each vertebra waking in sequence. She breathes in deeply, and her chest expands toward the wall. Then she exhales, letting her shoulders relax and drop. Her body begins to find its rhythm, the movement slow and fluid. She takes another half step back, bending gently at the hips. Her back forms a flat line, long and calm like a bridge of air. Her head lowers slightly between her arms, neck soft, gaze to the floor. The stretch spreads across her shoulders and upper back, deep but gentle. It feels like space opening between her bones, like light finding its way in. She holds the position and breathes slowly through her nose. Each inhale fills her lungs like waves touching a quiet shore. Each exhale carries away the years of silent tension. Her mind drifts to the many mornings she had rushed through life. No time to pause, no time to listen to her body. But this stillness feels sacred, like time itself has slowed to meet her. Her fingers press softly into the wall, grounding her balance. The muscles in her upper arms awaken, tender but strong. Her back feels alive again, stretched and steady. A warmth grows between her shoulder blades, gentle as sunrise. She stays there, breathing, trusting the quiet pull of her body. It's not effort she feels, it's release. She can sense her chest open wider, her posture unfolding like a calm flower. Even her thoughts seem to lengthen, leaving space for calm to enter. She holds for one more breath, deeper than the rest. The air fills her chest fully, lifting her slightly before she exhales. Then with care, she walks her feet forward again, returning to stillness. Her arms lower slowly to her sides, the blood flowing warm and light. She closes her eyes for a moment, letting the sensation settle. Her shoulders no longer ache, they hum with quiet strength. She stands taller now, her chin lifted, her breath smooth. The wall behind her feels like an old friend, steady, patient, unchanging. She turns and looks out the window, where sunlight has brightened the trees. The sky feels closer somehow, the world gentler. She rolls her shoulders once more, testing the freedom she's earned. There's ease now, not only in her body but in her spirit. She places a hand over her heart, feeling the steady beat beneath her palm. It reminds her that healing doesn't come from speed but from softness. That strength lives inside stillness. Her breath moves freely, without resistance or rush. She whispers a quiet thank you to her body, to the morning, to herself. The wall stands silent, a witness to her small, graceful victory. Mrs. Land smiles. This moment, simple as it is, feels like sunlight resting on her soul. She knows she will return to it again. This peace, this stretch, this breath. Mrs. Land returns to her chair, her steps unhurried, her breathing calm. The morning feels brighter now, softer somehow, like the air itself has changed. She sits down carefully, her spine tall, her shoulders resting easily in place. Her hands fold gently in her lap, fingers relaxed, palms warm. A quiet satisfaction blooms inside her chest, slow and steady. She closes her eyes once more, letting her body sink into stillness. The echoes of movement remain, gentle ripples across her muscles. She can feel her heartbeat slowing, calm and even. Each breath comes smooth, like a familiar song. Her shoulders no longer pull or ache. They simply exist, free and light. She turns her attention inward, noticing the silence that follows effort. It is not emptiness, it is peace. Her back feels strong, her neck balanced, her whole body aligned. The simple stretches have turned into something more profound. They have reminded her what it means to be present in her own skin. She smiles softly, eyes still closed, feeling warmth spread through her chest. Her cat curls at her feet, purring with the rhythm of her breath. The world outside hums faintly, but it no longer rushes her. Time has slowed to match the pace of her heart. She remembers how it felt before, the heaviness, the stiffness, the fatigue. Now she feels lighter, not only in her body but in her thoughts. The tension that once clung to her shoulders has loosened like fog in sunlight. Her breath deepens again, filling her with quiet gratitude. She realizes that this practice is not about perfect form or strength. It is about connection, the meeting of breath, body, and kindness. Every small motion carries meaning when done with care. Every pause invites healing. She breathes in deeply, imagining the air washing through her from head to toe. She exhales slowly, releasing what no longer serves her. A faint smile lingers on her lips, the kind that comes from peace, not pleasure. She opens her eyes and looks around her quiet room. The sunlight on the floor has shifted, drawing soft golden lines across the tiles. Dust motes float in the air, tiny worlds spinning in the light. She watches them, mesmerized by their slow, graceful dance. For a moment she feels weightless, as if she too were floating. Her back feels taller, her chest open, her breathing steady. This, she thinks, is what freedom feels like. Not loud, not grand, just gentle, lasting, real. She places a hand over her heart once more, feeling the steady rhythm beneath. It beats like a soft drum of life, patient and kind. Her eyes soften, misted with quiet emotion. She whispers a thank you, not to anyone in particular, but to the moment itself. Thank you for stillness. Thank you for strength. Thank you for the chance to begin again. The air around her seems to glow with calm. Her cat stretches beside her, tail flicking lazily. Mrs. Land leans back, content, her breath slow and sure. The morning has passed, but its peace will stay with her. And as she sits in that calm light, she understands something simple. Every day can begin again, as long as she remembers to breathe. The morning light begins to fade into soft gold. Mrs. Land sits quietly, her breath slow and steady. The world outside moves, but she remains calm within it. Her shoulders rest open, her spine tall, her heart light. She feels a gentle warmth in her chest, a quiet pride. What began as stiffness has become peace. Her body feels stronger, her spirit softer, her mind still. She realizes that healing never happens all at once. It comes in small, patient moments like this one. Moments when breath meets movement, and effort turns to ease. She looks out the window, the sky pale with new sunlight. A smile forms, simple and true. This will be her daily gift to herself, a few minutes of care. A reminder that it's never too late to begin again. Her cat stretches and curls beside her feet, purring softly. The house feels alive, filled with quiet energy. Mrs. Land closes her eyes one last time and breathes deeply. Inhale peace. Exhale gratitude. Her body feels lighter, her heart full. And as the music of morning fades, she whispers softly to herself. Slow, gentle, steady, this is how I heal.